Never make your hope dependent on your perception of things. That's a great life truth. A friend I know once said that he was sure his grandpa was onto a big truth when he said that the world is ruled by perceptions. And I think there's something truthful in that. That I've seen so many times people can organize their whole life around their perception of things. But I've learned that we actually cannot trust our own perceptions of things. You see, our perceptions can be settled by things like our background, what we're currently experiencing, what friends are saying, what's on the front page of the newspaper or on television, or what's trending on Twitter. A lot of things can settle our perceptions. And then sometimes we find out, but actually I've been robbed of my hope in life. And I would like to offer to you this simple piece of godly advice. Please always turn to God to settle your final insight on life and the issues of life around us. Before I say something more about that, I want to tell you about another good pastor friend of mine that once said, as he was spending time with God, that he was beginning to complain to God and under the guise or actually disguise of prayer, saying to God, but you know, this person has done this and that, and actually found that God stopped him in his tracks and said, you know what, I'm not interested in your perception and opinion about people. What I want you to have is my heart towards them. And you know, since he's told me that story many years ago, it's helped me not to allow my life to be dependent upon my own perceptions just of things. And I've learned that sometimes my perceptions can be flawed because they're made up of inconclusive pieces of evidence. And it's a very dangerous place to live. And God wants us to trust Him, to bring to our lives His godly insight, and not to be ruled by our perceptions that's influenced by our experiences and our friends and their opinions, but to regularly come and say, Lord, lift me up to a higher place. Give me your heart. Help me to see life through your lenses, and allow Him to judge and put in perspective your opinions of people and of things, and help you to get His heart. The one thing I know, and that's the most important thing of these few thoughts I'm sharing with you, is that from God's angle on life, there's always hope. You see, God will confront our sin, He'll confront our mistakes, but He will never leave us hopeless. With His perspective on life, His view, always comes hope. He will confront you, but He'll never leave you hopeless. When you allow God to lift you up and show you life from His vantage point and from His view, you will always have hope. And I trust today, as you listen to this, you will turn to the Lord and say, Lord, show me things from your perspective and lift me up above my circumstances. And I trust that your simple trust and faith in God will cause you to be lifted and to see things from His perspective. And know this, that He will always give you hope, because God sees the bigger picture and the final picture. And over that picture, He has the final say. And that's where our hope is. I trust that this will encourage you, and that you will not be locked into your perception or other people's, but that you will soar on eagle's wings with God's view in your mind and in your heart. I trust that you will enjoy this and that it will help you to live with hope. Remember always, God is with you, Emmanuel. Please like and share this so that others can also benefit. God bless you.